Welcome to Mid-American Money. I'm Ernie Goss, Professor of Economics and Director of the Economic Forecasting Group here at Creighton University. Today I'm joined with my usual partner, Tony Hendrickson, the Dean of the College of Business Administration here at Creighton. First, I want to talk about our survey of supply managers in the 9-state region, the Mid-America region, and then Tony and I are going to talk about is a recession imminent. Now, I have my position. We'll see what Tony has to say about it. I haven't talked to Tony about this yet. It'll be a surprise to me as well as you. First off, now, of course, we've been surveying these companies stretching from North Dakota and Minnesota in the north to Oklahoma and Arkansas in the south since 1994. So we get a good bead on the economy from this survey. Now, the October survey, which we just released in November, first off, the bullet points, the important points. The leading economic indicator dropped below growth neutral for the first time since November of 2009, so that's not good. Employment gauge drops for the third straight month, so that's also not good on the employment front. The supply managers are bullish, at least, well, I say bullish, that's not bullish. They're actually bearish. Bearish is the right term on holiday buying and what it's going to be up from last year. And then more than 1 in 5 supply managers expect a recession for 2012. Now, when we asked the same question back in 2010, only 7% expected a recession. So we've tripled the percentage of supply managers expecting a recession. Now, Tony, that's the setup. What do you think? What's going on with the economy? What are the factors slowing it down? If you think it's slowing it down,
well, I think it's definitely slowing down, and I think that the turmoil in Europe, the upheaval over the pigs, Portugal, Ireland, Italy, Greece, and Spain are keeping everybody on pins and needles at this point in time. As you know, Greece is trying to decide if they're going to restructure their debt. Their government's not sure that it can withstand.
Do you expect a recession?
I think that if we're not going to be in recession, we're going to be extremely close to it.
Okay, so I think it's going to be on the positive side of recession, meaning very small positive growth, not negative growth. We're sort of we agree on that.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that I think that if it wasn't for the upheaval and uncertainty, we'd see a little bit better growth. Nothing spectacular to write home about. Excuse me, and I got a terrible cold, as you can.
You've been working too much. I mean,
yeah, my voice is about going out. But those are the factors. Uncertainty is the major factor slowing down our world economy.
Sort of like a galloping horse, and we're holding it back. I mean, it's ready to go, but this uncertainty is keeping it back.
Yeah, it's as if the jockey doesn't know where the finish line is and is saying, well, let me hold back the horse until I know exactly where I'm going to run.
You know, we're still seeing growth in agriculture, and anything connected to agriculture looking very good. We're seeing growth in this part of the country, even though our survey was not that good, but still better than what we're seeing at the national level. So in terms of geography, we're in the right place to be. You could be on east and west coast, which is not as good.
Manufacturing is not doing as good as agriculture. And agriculture really goes back to, it's linked to commodities. Commodities, by and large, are those things that we need as humans to kind of subsist, whether it's food or energy, those kinds of things. And so you see those sectors doing well, while sectors that have to do with manufacturing, you can put off buying a new toaster. Right. You can't put off eating and
you know where we're seeing the growth in occupations. Healthcare occupations doing very well. IT, especially IT in healthcare. Where else are you seeing growth in terms of occupations?
Financial services still growing.
Absolutely. So that's a little strange given what we saw. We saw this week MF Global went under. I mean this was Governor Corzine, formerly of Goldman Sachs. This makes the Occupy Wall Street folks look a little smart.
Obviously, the bonuses this year on Wall Street look to be on a record pace. And so what you're seeing is people who have those financial skills are still being able to produce profits, and hence the demand for them is extremely high.
Okay, Tony, I think you and I are in agreement. We've we've decided it's not a recession, but it feels like a recession. Unemployment rates are going to stay too high, too long, not enough employment growth. But that said, thank you for joining us for this segment of Mid-American Money. Come back again.